This is VOA News. Reporting by remote, I'm Joe Ramsey. Russia on Monday launched a fresh assault on the critical Ukrainian port of Odessa as the United States warned Moscow was preparing to formally annex embattled regions in the east. The new heavy fighting came as the European Union said it was bracing for a complete end to Russian gas supplies, with the bloc preparing another package of sanctions sure to anger President Vladimir Putin. VOA's Lisa Bryant has more.
Monday's ministerial meeting in Brussels comes after Russia cut off gas supplies to European Union members, Bulgaria and Poland, and warned that other so-called unfriendly nations risk the same fate if they didn't pay in rubles. Most EU contracts with Russian supplier Gazprom are in euros and dollars. A number of European companies face gas payment deadlines to Russia this month. Some are reportedly looking for workarounds. European Energy Commissioner Kadri Simpson ruled out any conversion to rubles as violating EU sanctions, even as she called for joint action.
The decision by Gazprom to suspend the gas supplies to Poland and Bulgaria marks another turning point in the current crisis. And it is an unjustified breach of existing contracts and a warning that any member state could be next. It is also an attempt to divide the EU.
Meanwhile, Moscow may find other customers for its supplies. Lisa Bryant for VOA News, Paris.
After failing to take the capital, Kiev, Moscow has shifted its 2-month-old invasion to largely Russian-speaking areas and has stepped up pressure on Odessa, a celebrated cultural hub that is a crucial port on the Black Sea. Find more at voanews.com. This is VOA News. After the surprise weekend visit to Ukraine by Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi and 6 other Democratic members of the U.S. Congress, there is growing speculation about the possibility of such a trip by President Biden. More from VOA's chief national correspondent Steve Herman in Washington.
White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki during Monday's media briefing was asked whether we might soon see President Joe Biden in Kiev.
I know the president would love to visit Ukraine, but no plans in the works at this point in time.
As Ukrainians continue to repel Russian forces, Psaki said an immediate objective for the United States diplomatically is to reopen the U.S. Embassy in Kiev so that its envoys can again have a permanent presence there. Steve Herman, VOA News, Washington.
Mali's ruling junta announced on Monday it was breaking off from its defense accords with former colonial ruler France, condemning what it called flagrant violations of its national sovereignty by the French troops there. A spokesman cited multiple instances of French forces having violated the country's airspace. He also referred to the June 2021 decision by France to end joint operations with Malian forces. Tensions between France and the junta in Mali, which seized power in August 2000, have been rising for some time. An arrest warrant has been issued in the U.S. southern state of Alabama for a missing jail official. AP correspondent Mike Gracia reports.
Authorities have issued an arrest warrant for a jail official who they say helped an inmate awaiting trial on a murder charge escape from an Alabama jail. Authorities say 56-year-old Assistant Director of Corrections Vicky White helped 38-year-old 6'9" Casey Cole White, who's not related to the officer, escape Friday. Lauderdale County Sheriff Rick Singleton.
We know for sure she did participate.
Singleton said Vicky White told co-workers she was taking the inmate to the courthouse for a mental health evaluation, but no such evaluation was scheduled. Singleton said Vicky White had been an exemplary employee.
Everybody thought she was going to retire. Nobody saw this coming.
Audio courtesy WAAY TV. The U.S. Marshals Service is offering up to $10,000 for information. I'm Mike Gracia.
Recapping our top story, Russia on Monday launched a fresh assault on the critical Ukrainian port of Odessa as the United States warned Moscow was preparing to formally annex embattled regions in the east. The new heavy fighting comes as the European Union says it's bracing for a complete end to Russian gas supplies, with the bloc preparing another package of sanctions sure to anger Russian President Vladimir Putin. Follow us on the VOA mobile app. Reporting by remote, I'm Joe Ramsey.